Hey guys, so I'm trying to improve the filtration system. Still having some problems and trying to fix it. So I am going to add these two at the bottom to be pumped up into the filter. Now I went to the fish store, and these little caps here are pretty expensive. And remember, I've got 8 tanks, so whatever I do once, I've got to do 8 times. So I bought this thing. This is a 5-inch. It was only 105 baht. Here is a joint, straight joint for 3/4 inch. And what I did is I drilled through the side, heated it up with a heat gun, and then just wiggled it on through, and it's pretty stable. So then what I did is I put caulking around, and this is what I used in the on the trash cans to make the filter. And it's it's called Hybrid Elastic Best Bond. It's an adhesive sealant, and let me tell you, it works pretty good. I put it in that trash can where I had used a wood bit and cracked the hole I was trying to make. That right there sealed it right up. So anyway, the process is I drill this hole. It's a little bit smaller than the outside diameter of a 3/4 inch straight sleeve joint, and I heat it up, put it in there, then I go ahead and seal it up with that adhesive sealant compound. Then from the middle of this way I go 2 inches and 2 inches. Then every 1/2 inch I make a line all the way around, and as you can see, it doesn't go all the way down to the bottom, and this will sit on the bottom with a pipe coming out this way. It will connect these two. A pipe will come up this way. This is a skimmer which will go up here, come down to the pipe. So just imagine this being up at the water level. These two will be connected. This will be connected, and then it'll go into the pump. And then from the pump, it'll go to the first container, second container, third container, back to the tank. So let me finish these, and when I take it out and install it, I will show you the actual thing, and you don't have to imagine. All right, let me get busy and get this done. Let me clarify one thing. This is 1 1/4 from the bottom here, or the top, whichever way you look at it, to the bottom of this is 1 1/4, and that space is there simply because it looks good to me. Now I could do it all the way down to here, but I didn't. And this caulking you want to put in there after you're all done cutting, otherwise you'll end up with a lot of pieces of plastic embedded in your caulking, so do it last. I know it's pretty obvious, but when you're doing it, a lot of times you don't think about it until after it's done. Now this thing here is a 4-inch, and this will sit and skim the surface. So this one here, I will take almost all the way down to the end, or to the top, or to the bottom, however you look at it. But I will cut and come almost to this end here, so that when it sits in here, it allows the water and what have you to go in there. And then you've got a little space in here where the stuff can get, you can actually get some of it before it gets sucked into the pump, but it's got a little room to catch some of the things. So anyway, I'll show it to you when it's done. Okay, so now I've cut all the way around. As you can see, there's all of this stuff here. You need to go through and trim it, and as you can see on the inside, it's pretty clean. So after I trim it, I put the heat gun, and any little fibers that are left, it'll shrink them down, melt them. After that, the caulking can go on. Alright, okay, so here it is. I went ahead and cut this thing. Now I have to remove all those little burrs. One thing I would recommend is removing this so you can cut it on a flat surface. Unless you have a hole where you can put this thing down so that this can be flat, I'd say you remove it. Otherwise, with this thing floating around like this, it would be extremely hard to cut. So, alright, let me get this done. Okay, so there it is. These two will go just like this. With a pipe in between, a T here coming out, and this will pick up off that line with a T going up to the surface of the water. And then of course there'll be a line going to the pump, and then the one going to the filter coming out of the pump. So we'll let them dry, and I'll check and see if I have the proper connections for this. If not, I have to get them and get them working. I need to clean that water, filter that water as much as possible, as quickly as possible. We are losing a lot of fish. All right. Thanks for watching.
ขอบคุณเจ้า
See you next time.
แล้วปะกันแฮมไมนะเจ้า
See you.
Bye bye